Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Community Hub for Growth, where we will follow a guided tour of the Community Hub for Growth. I am Alison Wilcox on the Growth Roundtable Planning Team, and also I work with Girl Scouts of Western New York, which is part of Girl Scouts of the USA, and I'm joined by Jenny Beresford, who's the e-learning resource developer with WAGGGS. And for everyone on the line, if you could please mute yourself so that we don't hear background noise, that would be really appreciated. And again, welcome, and this call will be recorded if you would like to view it later. We can now go to the next slide.
Hi, yeah, Alison, we're just going to get the next slide ready.
Oh, great, thank you.
Sorry.
Great, and so what is the Community Hub for Growth? And for many people who were at the Growth Roundtable in November, it was a wonderful moment of MOs coming together to really commit to reaching the goal of 12 million members. And because of our passion for Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, it was quite a wonderful experience. And the Community Hub for Growth is to continue that momentum, but it's also open to all MOs, whether you're at the roundtable or not. And it's really a chance for MOs to act on your own goals, for all of us to work together to reach that ultimate goal. And I'm joining you also as part of one of the MOs around the world. So WAGGGS has taken the passion for growth strategies further by creating this Community Hub for Growth platform, and it's available on GLOW, which is WAGGGS e-learning platform, and you're going to see more about that this morning. This virtual platform is going to be a space where all MOs can get the resources they need to grow and connect with other MOs who are working on membership growth. This will help us to strengthen our relationships across WAGGGS regions, share ideas, and support each other in our journey to build the global Girl Guiding and Girl Scouting movement, ultimately to support girls everywhere to be the best that they can be. So this was really in response to what many MOs have been asking for. So we're very excited to launch this today. And on the Community Hub for Growth, you'll be able to share and explore strategies, resources, training, and updates from other member organizations and experts around the world. We're now going to just take a moment to give you a very brief guided tour of the Community Hub and show you several different areas on it that you can use. So we're going to just take a moment to, Jenny will bring up live the GLOW site. We will go more into this in a moment as well, just to show you some of the buttons that we can describe. So first, the background. You can, if you go to the background, you can learn more about how the Community Hub was inspired by the Growth Roundtable and what it does. There's also a Connect Here section, and the Connect Here section is where you can join or host a discussion forum on issues of growth that are relevant to your MO. There's also a Growth Roundtable Resources button. There, you can view the presentations and knowledge documents from the Growth Roundtable, and for those of you who are there, this can be a great reference from what you learned, but for those who weren't able to participate, then you can actually get access to that information as well. And communities of practice, we're going to be talking much more about that today, but this is where you can connect to share best practices for growth, and you can either host or participate in MO-led trainings on targeted areas. The Growth Library has many recommended resources that can help inspire growth strategies. And the Community Hub Library is where you can upload your own resources to share your knowledge, plans, and ideas for growth. Experts and explorers. For those not at the Growth Roundtable, we divided everyone who was present, listed areas that they were experts in and could share expertise with fellow MOs, and then people also identified areas where they were explorers, and that was different strategy areas or topics where they would most like to learn from another MO. And here you can browse and add to the list, so you can add your own areas where you're an expert or explorer. You can start a discussion group, host a training or plan an event, or share tools and resources. And then committing to growth. This is where you can create or review your growth commitment plan and engage with an accountability partner to support each other to achieve your growth goals. For anyone at the roundtable, the accountability partners have already been committed and growth commitment plans were drafted, but this is an opportunity for other MOs to also participate. And then the WAGGGS growth team, you can get dedicated advice from the WAGGGS growth team on how to grow your MO, and you can contact us. So share your questions, recommendations, and feedback on the Community Hub. So this is just showing you what's going to be available for you on GLOW and on the Community Hub. So we will go into more detail on this later in today's webinar, but now we can go back to the PowerPoint presentation. Great. So today we're going to be talking a bit more about what are communities of practice. And ATN Wagner is a leading expert on communities of practice, and it was defined as groups of people who share a passion for something that they know how to do and who interact regularly to learn how to do it better. And following the Growth Roundtable for Momentum, we will be facilitating the ability for MOs to create communities of practice on various topics so that MOs who are really leading in areas for growth can share those with other MOs, and you can continue to escalate and elevate these practices so that other MOs can replicate them in their own organizations. And something very important to point out is that communities of practice are inherently self-defined and self-managed. So although WAGGGS is a facilitator, these really take shape and take life when MOs act as the leaders and really take on sharing their practices together. So the Community Hub for Growth and its communities of practice invites all decision makers at all WAGGGS organizations, not just who participate in the roundtable, but everyone who really wants to further growth. Some essential elements in a community of practice are that there's a domain, that there's an identity of defined interests, it creates common ground and inspires members to contribute and participate. For these communities of practice, that is going to be Girl Guiding and Girl Scouting, as well as various topics for growth, such as technology, volunteerism, diversity, etc. The community will consist of people who care about that domain. Here, that's going to be various members of MOs around the world. And it creates learning together and mutual respect, trust, and openness. That is very vital to a success of a community of practice. And then the key word here is practice. So it's not just sharing ideas and having dialogue. It's very important that these then are taken back to each organization and really acted on, and to try out what you've learned from other MOs and really put them into practice to make a difference in your own organization. And some benefits of communities of practice. We know everyone is very busy already, but some benefits for participating at a high level like this is that first, if you see across the top, the benefits for members, which would be members of MOs, is that it can really help you with challenges. You can access someone else's expertise on an area that you may need some help with or new ideas on. It can also help give you that connection with peers who are having a shared experience, and it can really help add meaning to work. For the long-term value, participating in communities of practice can really help gain access to further network, can create new mutually beneficial opportunities and partnerships amongst other organizations, and it can really help further your own career. For the organization, which is our MOs and WAGGGS, it can really help increase problem solving. It can save time by really accelerating the good work that people are doing so that others can benefit from their learning. It can have knowledge sharing, more synergies across all of our organizations, and really creates a higher level of collaboration. And for the long term, it has us innovate, be more strategic. We can retain more talented people, and it actually also helps us collect and evaluate best practices to really help further our commitment to growth. And we just wanted to share a few success stories. So this is a local success story I can share with the Girl Scouts of Western New York, where I work. We were really struggling with our membership growth and wanted to make a difference by finding new ways for girls to participate. And as camp is a big part of GSUSA's program, we thought that that might be a way to attract new girls who weren't already part of Girl Scouts. So we reached out to another Girl Scout council, Eastern Massachusetts, and found out that they were extremely successful in reaching underserved and high-need girls in areas where they had not been successful before. And we were able to copy and replicate many of their strategies, increasing transportation access, really increasing the level of bilingual outreach and marketing capability. And in 1 year, we reached our goal of 250 new girls through camp in the first year, and that ended up leading to an increase in $600,000 in grant funding to continue this program. So that is just one small example of what's possible when you learn an effective practice from another organization, and then you can replicate it in yours. And these are just some other examples about member organizations supporting each other from the Asia Pacific region. There was an MO Love MO project which described the partnership between member organizations. And for one MO, it was to build the capacity of its members in the areas of need as identified by the committee. For the other MO, to enable their members to share their expertise and gain an enriching regional experience. And some successful partnerships included Japan and Australia working with Myanmar, Hong Kong with Mongolia, the Philippines with Bangladesh, and New Zealand with Pacific MOs, so that they could all continue to support each other. And this is an example of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts supporting each other at a local level. So a team of 6 Girl Guides from Girl Guiding UK visited Rwanda in a Guiding Overseas Linked with Development program known as GOLD. And this was really looking at supporting Rwandan Girl Guides Association to deliver trainings. So they were able to share their expertise. And as you can see with the quote from Aline, the General Commissioner of AGR, that the GOLD project has come at the time we need to improve Girl Guides experience in Rwanda, and I believe in the success of this partnership. So this is, again, just examples of what's possible when Girl Guides and Girl Scouts and MOs come together and further leverage our capabilities together. So this MO community that we're talking about today, the purpose is to provide a forum for MOs to connect and share effective practices, to take action and improve outcomes. And again, it's open to everyone, all member organizations of WAGGGS. And WAGGGS will be our support, providing the technology and link to each other and external resources. But again, these are driven by the participation of MOs, first and foremost. And just quickly, in communities of practice, they do tend to follow a life cycle. And as you can see here, once all of this groundwork has been taking place with the various teams that have put together the Growth Roundtable and various other strategic teams that WAGGGS has been putting forward, working together with MOs. We're now at the stage of launching, and for it to grow and sustain is really going to be crucial that MOs take this on and take this baton and go further to really contribute and be leaders in this initiative. So this is also ways that we can all shape our communities of practice, and you can see that learning is right at the heart, and the various ways we can do that are through different activities, increasing our communication and interaction and collaboration, and then also looking at the different roles that we want to play. So part of it could be participating, learning, going on the community hub, and some people may really want to step forward and share areas of expertise actively. And this is how many ways that we can all be part of the communities of practice. One way is participating in the calls, like today, or participating in different discussion forums. You also could be leading sub-communities or resource sharing and mentoring. And then there's the action And this is where once best practices have been shared and other MOs want to take those and replicate them in their own area, we can then start evaluating those practices and really start piloting and seeing what's really making the difference to help us reach that goal of 12 million Girl Guides and Girl Scout members in the world. And just a quote to remember the power of community. Alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. And that was from Helen Keller. The power of our collective community amongst all of the member organizations of WAGGGS, Girl Guiding and Girl Scouting around the world is extremely powerful, and together we have the solutions. And that's just something to remember. And then finally, just for the code of conduct, so the purpose of this code of conduct is to ensure that the Community Hub for Growth users understand the expectations and standards of language and behavior. The principles are that the Community Hub for Growth communities of practice are intended to be safe, supportive, and structured spaces for WAGGGS MOs to respectfully engage and encourage each other in areas of growth and development. And obviously this should adhere to the values of Girl Guiding and Girl Scouting. So the use of the Community Hub is this is a space for knowledge exchange on growth and relevant related issues. We are asking that users should focus discussions and contributions to the resource library on growth topics only. And then for equal opportunities, the Community Hub seeks to ensure that MOs across the globe can participate and will work towards communication and translations in English, Spanish, and French. The Community Hub will also accommodate MOs' interests by providing relevant resources and forum spaces for MO-led discussions, and will support MOs to host trainings or deepen knowledge through targeted support via the WAGGGS Growth Team. And privacy and data protection, this is a secure, password-protected, members-only space. We're asking that members respect the informal community by not sharing their password with non-WAGGGS members and by not publicizing any ideas or discussions explored on the Community Hub with non-WAGGGS parties. And for procedures, if you have any concerns, these can all be confidentially reported via the Community Hub at communityhubforgrowth@waggs.org. And for breach of code of conduct, anyone who uses the Community Hub for purposes other than to collectively and supportively strategize and support WAGGGS MOs on growth will be asked to leave the site. And then for more information on these policies, you can go to the Terms and Conditions Privacy Policy on GLOW. And this code of conduct was really drafted just to make sure that this space is a welcoming and safe space for all of our MOs to use. So first and foremost, this is a place for us to build our community and further our missions. And for expressions of interest, the Community Hub for Growth needs you. We need you to share your knowledge and expertise. If you would like to volunteer to host a training for your fellow MOs on an area of growth that you have experience in, and this is again a call out to everyone who indicated that they were an expert on a topic, we really encourage you and ask you that if you have this expertise that could benefit the movement, please contact us. And you can contact Community Hub for Growth at waggs.org. So we are now going to spend the rest of the webinar on a demo, and Jenny Beresford is going to take you through GLOW, and so that you can start learning how you can log in and use the site. So I would like to now pass it on to Jenny, and I just want to thank you again for joining us or listening in, and we really look forward to furthering our discussions and collective learning on the Community Hub.
Hi everybody, Jenny Beresford here. I'm the e-learning resource developer at WAGGGS, and so what I literally want to do is just talk you through getting into the Community Hub from start to finish. So what I'm about to do quickly now while we're on screen is to just log out and take it right from the start for those of you who haven't used GLOW before. So the web address for GLOW is glow.waggs.org. If you can't remember that and you search on Google, if you just put GLOW WAGGGS on Google, it always pops up right from the start. Okay, so when you open the page up, this is what you'll see. If you're not registered, or if you need to log in, you go to the top right-hand corner and click on the login link. This takes you through to the login page. So obviously, if you're already registered, you can just log in. If it's your first time, just go to the registrations on the right-hand side and create a new account. I'll just quickly talk you through that because it's worth just taking a little bit of time to set up your account nicely. You can always go back in later and update it, but when you start, just your email address, your proposed password, your details here. Yeah, just take a bit of time to fill that in properly, and it minimises problems later. Hang on a minute, I just want to go back to the login screen. I'm now going to log in as a participant so that I can just show you through the site. Okay, so when you've logged in and got rid of pop-up messages, you get to what's called My Home Page. So you can always go back to the main home page if you wish to, but you'll automatically come to your own personalised home page. What shows up on the home page in the middle of the menu is all the courses you're already registered on. So if you've been on to the site previously, you might have been on some of the open courses that don't need an enrolment key, such as iLead, or the WAGGGS Introduction course, or the Free Being Me Health course. So they will pop up in the middle. So once you're registered or enrolled on a course, it will always show up on your home page. And I just wanted to talk you through a few features on the home page which are useful for you to know about. So the first one is the navigation bar to the left. And this has a lot of your personal information. So you can view your profile from the navigation pane. So I'll just quickly show you my account profile here. So I've been able to put, I haven't actually put much of a bio, but you have an opportunity to put a photograph and a biography on there. You also get to see, see my age, never mind. You can blank out some of the personal details if you don't want people to see them, or just put the current date. Any badges you've earned on the site appear here. So many of the courses have online badges linked to them, which show up in your profile once you've completed them. The other things you can see in the navigation panel include the messaging panel, which is quite a useful thing. You can use that to privately message people, if you wish to, who are also enrolled on the courses. Any private files you've uploaded to the site, you can do that, and also a badge administration thing, and once again you can get the list of your courses up. The administration block is also useful to get to know. That's on the left-hand side too, because this is where you can adjust your profile settings or change your password if you feel that you need to. So to edit your profile, you just literally click the Edit Profile button, and this is also something you can come back and do to get it just how you want it, particularly in the context of the Community Hub. You might want to add a short biography about yourself so that anybody else visiting the site can see who you are, what your role is in your member organisation, possibly a sentence or two about why you want to be there. So if you just scroll down, I'll show you, there's a description area, and in the description area it's really easy to just put a little bit of text if you want to, and write a little bit about yourself. You can also upload a photo here, and that's just below. So use a picture. It's very easy to just click on the file space and upload the picture directly from your computer, or drag and drop it in. You can update your personal information should you wish to. I might want to update the fact that I'm not a male, or you don't have to say either way, which is fine. You can give us some feedback, and then always remember to update your profile at the end so that information is retained. That's a really useful thing to do. I'm just going to go back to my home page now, and then just show you one last feature on your home page, and that's a link to the WAGGGS YouTube channel, where we have a few little videos just describing briefly some useful features on Glow, just so you can get to know the site better. That's our kind of help videos area, also useful to get to know. Okay, so now I want to talk you through getting onto the actual community hub, or any other Glow courses you're interested in. So the way to do that is to go to the courses menu here. Just one thing I forgot to mention before that, next door is your language selection panel, so you can choose whether to view the site in English, Spanish or French. If you permanently wish to review the site in a language other than English, you can actually update that in your profile. There's a button within your profile setting where you can choose your language preferences. So back to the courses. If we click on the courses button, you get here the courses menu. You can browse the courses available. There's 3 categories at the moment. Glow Learning covers all our open courses. An open course is a course that anybody registered on the site can access and take a look through. So we have iLead, which is a leadership course with several different modules in, which is very popular. We have Free Being Me help course for people who are delivering the Free Being Me curriculum. The introduction to WAGGGS is really useful, just talks about the work we do and the different things we're involved in and how we support the member organisations. And we've also just launched some World Thinking Day resources to support the World Thinking Day activity pack on Glow, and there's an opportunity there to connect with other countries who are celebrating World Thinking Day as well. So I'm just going to go back to the main course menu. The event spaces courses are enrolment only, and they're linked to specific WAGGGS events as kind of places where people can connect prior to the event, and all the event information can be made available for participants. Example, WAGGGS leadership development events, some of the COP events have been put up there. And finally, we have the hubs and resource pools, which is where the Community Hub for Growth is. So that's there at the top, and we'll enter that in a moment, but I just want to give you a useful tip from the course menu. If you don't want to go browsing through all the courses, you can also do a quick search. So if you've got the title of your course, you can just pop that into the search function, and all being well, your course will appear there. So there we go, that's the Community Hub for Growth. Because this is what we call a closed course, and it's only available for people who've been invited to join it. The first time you enter, you'll be asked for an enrolment key. So you should all have been sent the enrolment key for this. I'm just going to enter that. Once you've entered the enrolment key, you get into the course, and then that will, from then onwards, be made available on your your homepage course menu. So you don't have to enter that enrolment key every time, it's just the first time. So we're now into the hub, and we had a very quick look at it earlier. I just wanted to highlight a few other features so that you can get the most out of the hub when you're using it. So you still have your navigation bar to the left, which is, gives you access to the same information that you had before. What you also get here now is an opportunity to view the other participants who are on the course. At the moment, there's 10 of us enrolled. That just basically tells you the name of the person, what country they're in, and when they were last logged into the course. So that's available from the thing. Another useful thing to have is it's not always great to use the back arrows within Glow. Sometimes it's useful to use this line of information on the purple strip that we call the breadcrumb trail. So I'm going to go back to the Hub for Growth now just to get the main menu page. We also have on the side there a list of the current online users. As you can see, I'm the only person here at the moment. We also have the upcoming event bar. This links directly to the events calendar, which is also available on the site itself. At the moment, the calendar has in it the two launch sessions that we have here, so the one today and the one at the end of the month. As participants on the site, you can add your own events to this. So if you want to arrange a webinar, or you have an event going on in your country that you'd like to alert people on the Hub for Growth to, you can actually add it to the events calendar here, just to get so that we all know what each other are doing, and I think that's a really nice feature. And you also have just your little admin block as well that you can access. So into the main course area itself, the little flag bar is here just for a little bit of fun really, so you can see all the people from different countries who've enrolled onto the site. It just gives you a flavour of how many different member organisations have already joined the site. So I'm just going to click onto the background area. When you click here, you can go forward and back using the arrow keys. If you go out of it again with the back arrow, you can actually just go. Apologies. If you go out with the back arrow from the main page, you can just go straight into one of the areas, but you don't. You can just scroll through them. So the background area just gives the background information, as we said earlier. I'll just point out a few features on some of the other sections. So the forum, as we said, it's a discussion forum, and it's a real opportunity for you to connect with other people in the Hub. And when you're in the forum, we've set up a few little discussion topics already, and I'll just quickly show you how to add your own comments to the discussion. So you click on the discussion you're interested in. I'll just click on the first one for the purpose of this example. In the forum, you'll see you've already got a comment here from me that just says contribute to the online discussions. You see a little option for you there to reply to that post, or to translate it into another language if you need to. The translation is linked to the language settings in your profile, so it will only translate the post if you choose the language in your profile. To reply, simply reply, type in your message, and then you can scroll down to the bottom and post it. You can also attach a picture if you need to in a forum post. It's an opportunity to put little bits of information in there. You post it to the forum, and it just tells you here you have 30 minutes to edit your post if for any reason you want to make changes. That's simply how you reply to a post. You can go back to the main forum menu, and there's lots of different threads here, or discussion topics as we call them. Some have been set up already. You can add a new discussion topic if you wish to. That's as simple as clicking on the button, giving your discussion topic a subject title, then typing in your message, and that will set up a new discussion thread. And it'll show you as the creator of that discussion thread, and just add it to the menu there. So I just set up all of these ones to get it started on the core topics that had been sort of considered initially, but it's fine for people to add new ones to that should you wish to start a new discussion topic. Okay, so that was in the Connect Here. There's also a link to the calendar in the Connect Here section, which I pointed out to you just a few minutes ago. And on the roundtable resources, we have the first three are just some photos and videos. You literally just click on the blue strip, the title, to open those up. You can view some videos and resources. Then we have in there as well, in the apologies. Would it be possible to make sure we have some microphones on muted? We're hearing a bit of background noise at the moment. Thank you very much. Um, okay, so we have these various areas of different things, and as I was saying, you just it's nice for you to have a look through those and see if there's anything interesting. All the resources in the Growth Roundtable resource area are here in these different folders. You just simply open them up and click on the highlighted links for each session. And most of these are linking at the moment to PowerPoint presentations, so the opening session there. Just to note, it opens up in a new window. So if you've got tabs on your computer, you'll see this is opened up in a new window here at the top. And then you can just pop back to the Hub for Growth tab to get back to the course itself. So we have a range of sessions in the roundtable area. Experts and communities of practice area we have here. It's also got a few things, includes the code of conduct, a bit of information, and we will be updating this and adding more information to it as the site expands. So it's worth to come back and have a look more. The growth library is where the staff here at WAGGGS have added some useful resources for you. So we've got the Community Hub for Growth resources, which are there for you to look at. We have, sorry, the only downside of going here is we do have to keep clicking back sometimes from these areas. I've forgotten which section I was in, apologies. It was the next one, wasn't it? And we have other WAGGGS resources which links to some things such as the, I'll have to look at it because I can't remember, the Be the Change Advocacy Toolkit. Some of the key programs that are available from WAGGGS are there for you to have a look at, which is a really useful set of resources. And there was also a direct link to some of the other Globe courses, which you can also access from the main homepage or the courses menu. So the Growth Library, that's the one we've just looked at. The Community Hub Library is your opportunity to upload your own resources. And I just want to show you how to do that because as participants you'll be able to. So you just click on the Community Hub Resources link there and you'll see there's a little folder symbol and a little edit button. So to upload your own resource, you simply click the edit button. See this file section, click on the page with a little plus in the corner. That would allow you to choose a file. I'm not actually going to do one now, but you just go to your own folders, your own documents folder, find a file that you want to upload. You can give it a title to save it as with a title so people know what it is. Simply click upload and it will appear here in the Community Hub Resources folder. The great thing about the folder is you can also create little subfolders should you wish to, a new folder so that we can create a little bit of order where possible within the resources file. So occasionally staff from WAGGGS might take a look at this folder and just sort it out if we feel it's getting a bit chaotic, but we're incredibly keen for people to upload useful resources here for other member organisations to look at. If you feel you've got something that you'd like to share. Okay, and then we have the Expert and Explorers section, which has a list at the moment which are by PDF of experts and explorers by these topic areas. These lists were collated at the round table and at the moment they're available in PDF format for you to browse through. Once we've got more people registered on the Globe site, we want to create the lists within the sites and link them to people's profiles so you can more meaningfully connect with one another. We've just put the initial list up to get it started. If you'd like to be added to one of these lists, you can contact the growth team and get yourself added to one of the lists as well. So that also opens up in a PDF, and I'll just click back to the main menu. Also within the experts and explorers area, we have a couple more forums for you to engage in. So if you want to talk specifically within those topic areas, you can do that there. The Committing to Growth section includes WAGGGS' commitment to you, WAGGGS' statement on that, a copy of the blank commitment plan for you to look at as well, and existing commitments. So that's there for you to open up and take a look at and print out. If you need to, it's actually downloaded the Word document you can see at the bottom of the screen you can open up. And that's an area also where I believe you can put your commitment plans should you wish to share them on the site, and we're very keen for people to do that. So we're coming to the end of the areas now. The last key one is the WAGGGS growth team. We've got a contact email there for you to contact the team, and from that we'll put you in touch with the right person to help you grow your MO. Excuse me. And there's also just a little page introducing you to some of the members. We're going to be adding to this page as well, so just some short biographies on some of the key members there. Excuse me, a bit of a rolling look on the screen there. Okay, the final couple of tabs simply are just contact. So contact us is the Community Hub for Growth email address. Then we have the help email, which would get you mainly through to me, which is the e-learning at WAGGGS one, which you can just use should you have any technical issues with the site, or if you need any support using the Glow site successfully. Okay, fantastic. So that's my brief tour of the site, and just to let you know that this webinar will be made available on the Community Hub on Glow if you want to come back to it at any point. And we're also going to make the PowerPoint presentation that Alison talked through available on Glow after the session. And that's me done. So thank you very much for listening, and I'll just briefly hand over back to Alison to close the session and see if there's any questions.
Great, thank you so much, Jenny. So we can now take any questions that you may have on the call, and if you do have any, you can type those into your comment box on your screen, and we can then read those out. So please put in any if you have them, and then as Jenny said, you can access this webinar later on the site if you have any, want to go back to learn more about the demo that Jenny just showed you so that you can gain access, but there's also the contact information if you do have any difficulties. So definitely please reach out on the contact information if you require any technical help or just other assistance using the site. And we really hope that you enjoy going forward and accessing all the great resources. So I'm just going to see if any questions have come in here. And actually, for the WAGGGS team, they might show up on yours as well, because they might go directly to WAGGGS online meetings. So if you see any, please let me know so that we can call those out. Okay, so we're just giving a few more moments to see if there are any questions. And as a reminder, you can access the information in your email, and I'll just check with Jenny and the WAGGGS team about that you should have access to everything in your email, but are there any other instructions that we need to share at this time?
No, I understand the email was sent out yesterday evening with the enrolment key and the instructions for registering on Glow, so everybody should have received that. If you didn't for any reason, then I'd suggest contacting the Community Hub for Growth at waggs.org email address and requesting that information directly. So that's Community Hub for Growth at waggs.org.
Great, thank you so much. So right now it's looking like there are no questions. And so just to wrap up, again, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to join us today, and we look really forward to connecting with you on the Hub. And one last call out that we're looking for those experts who wish to share their expertise with fellow MOs. Thank you so much, and we hope you have a fabulous day.